Zac Goldsmith, you won overall newcomer MP of the Year in 2014. How does it feel now, winning the overall MP of the Year 2015?
Well, it's slightly overwhelming to win the overall prize, but I mean it was a big deal being nominated, being voted MP of newcomer MP of the Year, because there's a lot of talent to choose from. So I can't tell you I feel entirely deserving, but I'm very, very flattered to have been given the award, because it comes from a vote. It's not an appointment, and it's a great thing, and it's a green light for some of the work I've been doing.
What was it like having the Patchworkers, Patchwork Massive, out campaigning with you during the general election?
I mean, I've seen Patchwork growing. It's a relatively young organisation, and it's mushroomed, and it's become an extraordinarily effective organisation on two levels. As an MP receiving their help in my constituency, well, I mean, they made an enormous difference. I could see that on the doorstep. These very eloquent, energetic, charming people on the doorstep, talking to people, engaging people in politics. That, on one level, was extraordinarily useful. But it was the feedback I had from them, the ability to try and persuade them that they do have a future in politics, if they want a future in politics, was hugely gratifying. I think it's an incredibly valuable organisation.
Why do you think it is important to reach out and engage underrepresented communities in the context of running now for Mayor of London?
I think there are two. First of all, institutions need to reflect the people they represent, and nowhere is that more true than Parliament. So Parliament is moving in the right direction in terms of being a more honest and accurate reflection of the people we speak for, but we've got a very, very long way to go. The same is true of media, the BBC. I don't know if you heard Sir Lenny Henry's talk when he received the BAFTA award last year. 1 in 20 storylines, 1 in 20 broadcasters from ethnic minority backgrounds, despite a vastly bigger proportion making up the country's population. So we've got a very long way to go. In terms of the underrepresented groups, I think the power in Patchwork is telling those people in a very real and realistic manner that democracy is theirs if they want it. If they want to get involved, that they shouldn't be coy, they shouldn't be modest, they should just get involved and take a little bit of ownership over the system that is currently deciding things on their behalf. And it's I've seen the impact it's had on those people in terms of empowering them, making them feel that, that they can get involved, genuinely.
How far do you feel the UK has to go to become a truly patchwork country?
Oh, we've got a very long way to go. I mean, it's not just, we have moved in the right direction. The recruitment in the Met, for example, is, there is a stronger emphasis on recruiting people from within London, from ethnic minority backgrounds, and that's a good thing, but we've got a much long, we've got a long way to go, clearly. If you look at the population and then compare it with employees in the key institutions, at all levels of those institutions, there's a mismatch there, and that needs to change.
Is there any message from your constituency experiences about how to handle future immigration?
Well, I think the mistake that you can make is putting people in boxes. Talking to the Muslim community as if it's a monolithic thing, and then the British Indian community and the Jewish community, and I don't think that's the way to do it. I think that when you talk to different groups, and I've been doing a lot of this recently as part of the mayoral campaign, you find that the issues are almost always the same. It's a concern about the future, about housing, about jobs, about education, about quality of life, about crime. There are certain issues which are not quite unique but specific to particular groups. Hate crime is on the rise very dramatically, and that affects the Muslim community and it affects the Jewish community more than any others. So there are certain issues, certain concerns which are not unique but specific to those groups. But on the whole, when you talk to people from whatever ethnic background in London, they tend to have the same concerns, the same hopes, the same fears, the same dreams. And I think it's really important that the representatives and candidates like myself speak to London as a whole. It's one of the most diverse cities on earth. And that's one of the reasons why London is the magical place it is. You imagine stripping away the diversity from London, what would we have left?
Zac Goldsmith, thanks very much.
Thank you very much.